Most of us hear the word karma and think of fate. Something we did in the past is now coming back to us, and we have no choice but to suffer it out. In the next few minutes, I want to go much deeper. We'll explore three classical forms of karma: sanchit, prarabdha, and agami, and then look at them from an explicitly non-dual perspective. From that perspective, karma isn't a cosmic punishment system. It's a provisional story about an imagined me in an imagined world. And it can be used as a powerful stepping stone toward freedom. In fact, understanding karma could be the ultimate affirmation of freedom. But let's start with the classical picture. In Sanskrit, karma simply means action. But in spiritual terms and spiritual traditions, karma also refers to the subtle residue that actions leave behind: impressions, tendencies, probabilities of future experience. The first type of karma is called sanchit karma. Sanchit means piled up or collective. It's the total accumulation of unresolved karmic impressions from countless lifetimes. All the unripe seeds of experience still waiting for the right conditions to sprout. You could imagine sanchit karma as a vast cloud of potential, a karmic archive linked to the sense of I'm this separate person. Out of this total store, a small portion becomes active as prarabdha karma. Prarabdha means already begun. This is the slice of karma that has ripened into your current birth. The body you have, the basic structure of this life, its key relationships and circumstances. If sanchit is the entire bank balance, prarabdha is the specific amount you've withdrawn to spend in this lifetime. It defines the broad outline of your story, but actually not how you respond to it. Then there's agami karma, sometimes called kriyamana karma. Agami means coming or future. This is the karma you're creating right now through your present thoughts, motives, and actions. Karma that will bear fruit later, either in this life or a future one. So the loop looks like this: sanchit, accumulated karmic seeds in the ocean; prarabdha, this particular seeds that sprout as this life; agami, the new seeds you're planting now which flow back into the storehouse. Within this classical view, most of us are constantly cycling through this loop. Past actions shape the present, and the way we live now shapes our future. So far, we've only spoken about individual karma, but karma also operates on a collective level. There is family karma, the patterns of belief, trauma, behavior, and opportunity that you inherit just by being born into a particular lineage. There is cultural or national karma, the shared history of a country or a people. There is even planetary karma, the cumulative impact of human actions on the earth itself. When a child is born into a war-torn country, a loving family, a marginalized community, that is not only the child's prarabdha, it is also a manifestation of collective karmic momentum. Our individual actions feed into these collective fields. Collective fields, in turn, condition the kinds of lives that individual beings are likely to experience. You can think of it like this: personal karma is a wave, collective karma is the ocean. The shape of the wave affects the ocean, and the state of the ocean shapes the wave. This is important because it means your practice is never just for you. The way you relate, vote, consume, forgive, and create is part of humanity's collective agami karma, its future trajectory. But now let's shift into a non-dual lens. From the standpoint of Advaita, of radical non-duality, there's only one reality: pure awareness, pure consciousness, pure being. In this view, the separate me, who supposedly carries karma from lifetime to lifetime, is itself an appearance in awareness. It's a story, compelling, emotionally charged, but still a story. When the sense of I am this particular doer is believed, karma becomes a very useful framework. It explains why experiences feel patterned and meaningful. It encourages responsibility, ethics, compassion. But in deep self-inquiry, something more radical becomes clear. All thoughts, all impulses, all actions, all outcomes are simply movements in one indivisible field of consciousness. The doer is added after the fact as a thought. I did that. Seen this way, Sanchit is just a name for potential patterns that can appear when awareness identifies as this person. Prarabdha is the present configuration of the movie, this body, this life arc, the way the story is currently playing itself out. Agami is the apparent future of that story based on how the character reacts now. But awareness itself is not a character in the movie. It's the screen, untouched by whatever appears in it. When non-dual insight dawns, it is often said that knowledge burns karma, sanchit karma, and no new agami karma is created. What does that really mean? It doesn't mean that some invisible ledger in the sky catches fire. It means that the owner of that ledger is seen to be fictional. The separate self, the one who was supposed to carry a karmic backpack across lifetimes, dissolves into that recognition. And that recognition is, I'm not limited to this body-mind. I'm the awareness in which body, mind, and world arise. So from this perspective, even prarabdha belongs only to the appearance of a person, not to what you truly are. The body-mind continues to function, just as a fan keeps spinning after you turn off the power. Life flows, actions happen, but the inner sense of I am the doer no longer sticks. So let's bring this back to personal and collective karma. From the non-dual standpoint, both are patterns in a single field. The same awareness is showing up as my story, my family story, my society's story, and the earth's story. What we call personal karma is like one thread in a vast tapestry. Collective karma is the tapestry itself, but both are made of the same substance, non-substance, consciousness. When there is identification with the thread, the tapestry feels heavy. My trauma, our suffering, their violence. As awareness wakes up to itself, something shifts. You still feel compassion, you still care deeply, but you know directly that all of this, personal path, ancestral wounds, planetary crises, is a dynamic, ever-changing play within something that is innately whole and untouched. The screen is not tarnished by the movie. This doesn't make you passive. Actually, it can make you more engaged because you're no longer acting from guilt or fear. You act from clarity and love, knowing that every moment of healing in this one body-mind reverberates throughout the field, the whole field. So how do we live with all of this? On one level, honor the law of karma. Your intentions and actions matter. They shape your character, your relationships, and the future you will experience personally and collectively. On another level, keep questioning. Who is the I who supposedly carries all this karma? Notice that thoughts, emotions, and impulses arise on their own. Notice that the sense of I am doing is just another appearance in the same open awareness that is hearing these words right now. As you deepen in this seeing, the story of your past, your sanchita, begins to lose its grip. The script of your life, your prarabdha, becomes something you can meet with curiosity rather than resistance. Your present choices, your agami, start flowing less from conditioning and fear and more from a natural intelligence of the heart. You live as if karma is real because in the relative world, it's a powerful teacher. And yet, at the core, you rest in the recognition that what you are has never been bound, never been stained, and never needed to be liberated. So, karma is not there to frighten you. It's the language the universe uses to teach the mind about responsibility, compassion, and the deep interconnectedness of all life. And in the deeper sense, karma is part of the dream. Helpful until you wake up, and then transparent. Thank you. So I hope this helps. Freedom is Satchitananda, beyond karma.